Good morning, everybody.
Is it going to be one of those days?
Probably not. Days. I might have just lost my voice on that.
How are you today?
Has there been any movement at all on the Ben Simmons front? Is there any distraction out of Phillies playing tonight?
3 called
yes,
run
they
plays.
are. Yes, they are.
3 called run plays.
What about hold on a second. Are the Flyers in town tonight? I saw that. Are the Flyers playing? Are they doing anything?
I think they started their camps.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Mercedes is all, he's bumbling over to Voorhees a couple times a week and getting interviews with Fletch. Or got Fletch on the podcast.
Not Fletcher Cox.
No.
Who was part of one of the most disappointing. And look, we're going to talk about Hurts as much as you want. We'll talk about the offense. We'll talk about T-shirt game.
Flushing dumps.
Shit. Yeah, nonsense. Yeah, I was going to say all the other shit, literally, right, in some cases.
Deuces.
But here's what I think I'm most disappointed about is you had a veteran unit who established themselves in the first 2 weeks of the season as a force against the run. Now, granted, not against Ezekiel Elliott and not against the best backup in the NFL either, but you went from being a plus. You went from being a force on the ground against the run in 2 games to being a sieve. They were gashing.
Yeah.
There was a knife fight out there, just slash. Yeah.
They were totally out-physicaled at the line of scrimmage.
Barrett, I mean, you saw guys get blown off the ball 5 or 6 yards back down the field to where, I mean, that's an offensive lineman's dream where the running back doesn't even get touched until he's 5 or 6ix yards down.
He's into the second level before he gets the hand on him.
Not the second level on Sports Map Radio.
No. Is that show still on?
No, only when I fill in.
Oh, okay.
Zeke.
Yeah,
he ran 5 miles.
Zeke looked pretty darn good last night, man.
I'm telling you, you got to stop wearing these T-shirts, cuz.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I was waiting for a T-shirt today that said "Flush It."
Right.
Is that the next, or maybe he comes out with something with a Sixers motif since they had their media day yesterday. Some Ben Simmons T-shirt.
What
about free Ben?
I'll tell you what. This is the day to wear Jalen Hurts on his shirt.
Yeah,
give me a Jalen Hurts shirt. He's gonna need, somebody needs to pat that young man on the back and say it's gonna be okay because wow,
is it?
I mean,
I don't know if it is.
At least mentally.
Yeah. How about all the penalties? My God, they lead the NFL in penalties, guys. They've had 35 accepted penalties for over 230 yards. And this guy's talking about accountability and, tightening up all the little mistakes and we can correct this and correct that. They don't correct nothing. What was the plan last night? What is the offense, really? Tell me what the offense is, because I don't know. I've watched a lot of football since I was 6 years old. That makes me 50 years into watching football. I've never seen anything like that. What are they trying to do?
And that's the problem right there. They have no identity. They have no rhyme or reason why they're calling plays. Defensively, I see he's trying, man, but when you have guys that are not trying to execute, and they may just not have it, man, I am so blown away I was so blown away during camp with Eric Wilson saying he was doing everything, like he was trying to be more explosive, so he's doing taekwondo or some kind of martial art. He's eating the right things. He's a part-time vegetarian. Well, damn it, eating some damn meat. That's what I'm saying. Eat some meat. Go out to Camden or North Philly, and take some of that ghetto martial arts, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw him get his ass kicked all day yesterday. I mean, and it's not necessarily his fault because the defensive line, they didn't do anything really on the run. They couldn't stop the run. Penetration kills run play. They never was able to get penetration. Dallas had reestablished the offensive line. They reestablished the line of scrimmage 3 yards down the field. They was driving them back and putting them in the lap of the linebackers. But still, I watched Eric Wilson, man. Come on, man. You cannot get blocked like that every single play.
Yeah.
Not good.
The only guy that makes any kind of plays or penetration is Hargrave.
Hargrave is a monster.
He's been playing well.
Think about that. One guy made no difference.
Right.
But, I mean, little things like if you see the double team, you got to run and penetrate. You got to go up there. Once you see them engaged with the double team, he as a linebacker has to run straight to his gap. He got to go straight to his gap. That way he has his gap, and the defensive lineman got his gap. And that way you reestablish the line of scrimmage. Now you can make a play off of it. They were waiting. They were at the same level that they started on when the run play is coming at you. Who does that?
Well, they were
That's
getting
linebacker 101.
Like, you're a linebacker. Think about it. This was the opposite of what we talked about with Najee Harris. You're a and I'm not taking anybody off the hook. I think it's maybe time for the Alex Singleton experiment to be coming to an end. I mean, that guy was getting exposed left and right by a tight end in Dallas. But I mean, think about this, right? And this
Sorry,
is
Mom,
just,
for cussing. Sorry, Mom.
Is she in the house? I missed her.
Yeah,
It's okay. We're not on the radio anymore. You're all right. You're good.
But think about it. Guys are getting blown off the ball 4 or 5 yards into that second part, that second level, right? As Harry said, of the defense. I can't even imagine how difficult it is to shift that back. Those dudes, man, like even with Hargraves playing out of his mind, they were still getting thrown back and pushed around. And then on the flip side, look, I know that Isaac Seumalo is done. Brandon Brooks was done coming into this game. I don't know how long Jordan Mailata is out, but here we go again, 3 weeks into the season about, well, if their line was only healthy.
Yep. I saw some of the tweets already. In fact, I sent you one, Eytan, this morning. Well, you know, we all said that they'd have to be perfectly healthy on the offensive line to have a chance of winning football games. Yeah. Here we go again.
Is that our buddy Mike Gillen?
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, we're making excuses week 3.
I hate to do it to us. I hate to do it to us, man. And they're not getting help. You know, that offensive game bro, you just don't know. I have never in my life witnessed a game where you have 3 called run plays to the running back.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
How can you expect? Not even saying, you know, taking Jalen Hurts off the hook because he had a horrible game.
He was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
He played so bad. But I'm just saying, to not help this kid, to not help this offensive line, when you have an unknown at left tackle, you have a rookie, at right guard, and you want to throw the ball?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No, I was reading.
When Herbig came in. Go ahead, Harry.
I was reading between the lines and Sirianni talking about his game plan coming into the game. And basically, in essence, what he was saying is he had a game plan where he wanted to keep up with Dallas.
Right. So he
keep up with Dallas.
Yes,
so he's not dictating anything. He's just like, hey, I figured this team's going to score on us, so I got to figure out a way to keep up. So therefore, running game is right out of the gate. He never even thought about running the football, and the game was 7-7. Okay, there's no reason to get away from it.
2 carries.
We didn't get away from it, Harry. We didn't get away from it. We never started.
Well, true. Yeah, you have to start with something to get away from it.
Here's the thing, though.
Good point.
He did start. I'm not giving him credit. I'm burying him even more. The one time he actually went, and I know he went to him twice, but the first time he went to Miles Sanders, 20 yards.
Yeah, 20 plus yards.
What are you doing? What are you doing not going back there? It made no sense. And here's the thing. That's a feel. Like, that's a mistake you don't make when you are actively calling plays. So we'll see how much he can grow into this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But look, last night was a pretty clear indication to me that Frank Reich was calling everything and doing everything out there in Indianapolis. And this is a dude who thought, I saw some stuff. Let me try this. Let me try this.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. That's great.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You know, I'm not even talking about his play calling because I can't get past the 3 called run plays, but you're absolutely right, man. I mean, he's just a rookie and he just doesn't know how to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it showed so much. It was so evident. I mean, that's just almost like a revelation to me. This dude never called run play. I mean, he never called a game. His first 2 games were called, and that was it.
Yeah.
He's 3 games into calling his own plays.
You talk about that run play to Sanders where he gashed him for 24 yards or whatever it was. Sanders averages 8.7 yards per rush on first down runs. That's the best in the NFL. But he's only been used 16.8% of the times on first down.
Crazy.
So you've got this asset that is performing, and you're just like, nah, we're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just going to have Jalen Hurts try to make a play. And maybe you can get it to Quez Watkins, who's the only guy that can get down the field and make anything of 20 yards or more. I mean, what is Devontae Smith really so far on this team? Well, I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot.
Diggs took him out the game.
It hasn't been much.
No.
Look,
Diggs took him out the game.
Yeah, he did. You're right. And that's not troubling because, again, this is growth and growth. But look, of the guys on the field, I feel like Devontae Smith is going to need the most help from the creativity of the offense. Unless you're just going to send this dude straight down the field. Like, put him in positions. And look, they
ran no pre-snap motion at all last
How is
night.
that? Harry, they had more offensive linemen in pre-snap motion than they had guys. What is that? Seriously.
You on fire today, Shander.
That's a good call.
But, you're talking about a team, and your major strength is your offensive line. And why not use them? Why not use them? Why not put a game plan together which run? You see this other team running it down your throat. That's the most demoralizing thing for a defense.
Yes, it's emasculating.
To have a guy run the ball on you and you can do nothing about it. You cannot stop the bleeding.
And he's getting up and doing this. When he starts feeling that, man, it's going to be a long night.
Falling forward. He's falling forward for 5 yards, Harry.
Yeah.
5 yards.
Yeah.
Took a little bit for that. No, you're right. You're right. What? Okay, let me ask you this. Barrett, let's start with you, and then Harry, you pick it up. I'm just curious. Individually, like one thing, what was the most disappointing part from Jalen Hurts? Just Hurts.
With me, he just didn't place the ball where it needed to be. His ball placement was horrific last night. So because of it, that's why we were behind the sticks all the time. He's got to be more accurate in putting the ball where it needs to be, as opposed to just throwing it at a guy. You got to lead a guy. You got to put it on a guy on certain situational football. You got to make sure if it's a back shoulder throw, get it to the back shoulder. His throwing was horrible in his placement to his receivers. That's the worst thing. The underthrow on the
that's what I'm going to say. His long balls are all underthrown. They're all underthrown. On that interception at the goal line, that ball has to be in the end zone. That has to be an overthrow or your guy catches it. That's it. Bro,
exactly. I like Jalen Hurts. I like him as a person. I like him as a quarterback. I don't like the mere fact that, he's underperforming in something that, they're running plays and guys are open and they're getting thrown behind or underthrowing or throwing too far. That accuracy is not there. He's going to the right guy. He's going to the right guy. But he's just not putting it where it needs to be. And we cannot continue. I refuse it. I'd be damned if I fall on the sword like I did with Carson. Yeah. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't do that for Doug Peterson. I can't do that either. You know what I'm saying?
What was
when I see it, I got to tell the truth. He played horrible. He lost that game yesterday from his inaccurate throws. The coach lost his game for calling a terrible game. I went back and looked at it again. And the offensive line, they weren't blowing people off the ball. They weren't playing bad. But they were put in some terrible positions because he had time and he wouldn't go through his progression and started running or leaving the pocket. You can't block for a guy like that.
That was early in the third quarter. I noticed it turned into a one read, pull the ball down and run.
Exactly.
Like that. We were already at that point with like 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. I think the score was 20-7. Yep. And already we've gone to, he's not open. I'm going to take off. And I'm like, it's over.
That's
the thing. That's a concern with Hurts that we see, and it seems like it's one of the other extremes, right? And that's where I think, and again, you go back to Atlanta, and it seemed like they were fully prepared for the Atlanta game, and then almost it's like somebody showed up with a stack of bills and had 100 on the top, and then the rest were just
singles
paper.
Yeah,
I wasn't even going to give you that.
Oh, fake singles, like
Just
Monopoly money. Yeah.
Right. Like, okay, what's your plan after they see the first hundo? Right? Like, this dude had his team. I can't believe night and day where we are. And look, it's dropped precipitously. Game 2 was better than game 3. Like, it's moving in this direction. How can you be so prepared against one team coming into the season and now look like you are utterly unprepared?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because they played in 7 freaking games in the preseason. 7 games. They played in 7 games. We're talking about the damn dual scrimmages.
7 snaps, you mean, right?
No,
oh, the
7
dual
games.
scrimmages. Yeah, that's
those were 7 games they played. I told you that was BS.
Yeah.
He could not get prepared for a season. We're talking about 7 games. You cannot, you can't emulate what it is to play in a game with a guy barreling down your back in those scrimmages. Well, the timing is off and everything else. That was BS from the guy. I told him, and the teams that prepared themselves are the teams that are winning right now, man.
Were they 3-0 in practices in August?
Yes, they were.
Right, they were 3-0. Okay.
Now they're 0-2. Think about this. To Barrett's point, there's correlation here. They were 3-0 in joint practices, and they're 0-2 in T-shirt games.
Yeah,
not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Hey, you know,
and now you got the Chiefs coming in off of 2 straight losses.
Oh, this is bad.
Pissed off.
Bad.
They want to win for the Gipper because Big Reed was in the hospital,
right.
So they got to play well for Andy Reed.
Right.
They will come in pissed off.
That line Sunday night, fellas, was 5.5. I jumped in at Kansas City minus 5.5. It's off the board where I see it now. So I don't know if anybody, including Harry, can see it, but I mean, come on, let's be honest here. The Eagles, this is a weird dynamic of it. Like, and Barrett, you brought this up. They're not a bad football team, but they'll probably have a bad record.
Yes.
It's one of those teams where it's like they'll probably finish around 6 wins, right? Maybe 7 with that extra game. But
I don't know, man.
Like that's their ceiling, I think.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, aren't they a bad football team thus far with all the penalties? Isn't that something that we normally would say if this was any other team? Like this, if this was the New York Giants, we'd be like, oh, they stink. They're a bad team. All they do is commit penalties. They lead the league in penalties. You know,
that's a bad team.
They don't run the football. They turn the ball over.
Yeah.
They don't force turnovers. I mean, it's a bad team.
Right.
Harry, you know what you got to say after you said that? Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They're not bad in the same sense from a talent standpoint as Jacksonville is, as the Jets are. So when I say they're not a bad team, they have talent to win games. Jacksonville's out of every football game. The Jets are out of every football game. The Eagles are not. Now, they're going to have bad losses like last night. That's not going to change. We're going to see a couple bad losses, maybe even to a team or two that we think, Eagles are going to go through and crush this squad. But I think my point now is that when you look at this young talent, and this is the mind bleep of it all, right, is that Jalen Hurts is consistently underthrowing guys, yet they have 3 guys that should be able to get behind defenses in Watkins, Smith, and Rager. So there is a breakdown. And they do. You're right. They do.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember?
It lines up to 7.5, by the way.
All right, my fault, guys. I didn't mean to, jump in like this.
No, go. What do you mean?
I was, a play here and a play there. When I talk about a play here and a play there, how about the pass to Ertz when he was wide open? Yeah, that might not have just been a first down. That might have been a score because he has Dallas guarded down the field blocking for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Just put the ball on him, but the overthrows is killing him. Look at that
was on third down too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
well, the pick 6 happened the next play, right?
And the pick 6 happened because he threw the ball behind.
Smith fell down,
and
well, come on, no,
Diggs jumped the route.
That's a timing route, though.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing: that's a timing route where Smith falls down.
Lead him. I mean,
would it have mattered? You think?
Yes, if
Smith fell down, though. I'm saying.
But if you put the ball in front of him, he threw it behind him. So he undercut it because if the ball was behind him, throw the ball in front of him, and it might have just been an incomplete pass.
Well, here's the thing: if Sirianni thought that he had to keep up with Dallas, imagine what he's going to have to do with Mahomes in this offense.
Here's the thing:
now, Kansas City's defense stinks too, but he's
terrible.
Yeah, you think he's going to run the football this week? I don't.
I guarantee he comes out. All right, here's the thing: first series. Now this is the risk here. Okay, because the series could be a 3-and-out. It could be a 9-play drive leading to a touchdown. First series, I think, and I'll give it as a percentage, not a number, because I think, again, it could be 3 or 10 plays, what have you. I say 50% of the first series are run plays. This is a man who responds to the crowd. This is a man who can be influenced.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Want to know why? Because the people that cut his checks are influenced by the crowd.
Right.
We already know Jeffrey Lurie's listening to sports talk radio.
Right.
We already know that Howie Roseman's bouncing around with his ears perked up about what are they saying? What are they saying?
Right.
What are they saying?
But then when they get down 17-7, then it's all over. No more runs.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see this like overcorrect. I think SD said it. Yeah. There you go. He's going to run the ball 40 times in the typical Sirianni overcorrection. Pardon me.
Bro,
yes.
To be honest, bro, I don't even want to talk right now because I have never in my life, I've never seen a Pop Warner football game where when they ran the ball less than 3 times. I've never seen this before. This is the first. I want to look it up in the history book. This is probably the first time ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even the run and shoot back then, you know, they even ran the ball.
So
3 times?
Quick aside, do you guys know about this school, Presbyterian? They play
Presbyterian's in South Carolina.
Yeah. I think this may be the only example, Barrett, you'd find of a team that just refuses to run because they don't kick and they don't punt. So
that's right.
That's that right. Coach. Remember that coach?
Okay.
Yeah. So he's running So they played Dayton, and they were a 10.5-point dog against Dayton in Dayton this weekend. And they smashed Presbyterian because Presbyterian on their own 2 would rather take a safety and then onside kick to try and get the ball back. They don't kick. They don't punt. I don't even think they run. I think they just in the gun throw. And it's ridiculous. Like, who in their right mind would play football that way? But if you're more talented than a team, you run the score up. They put up like 70 points a game. They happen to get their ass kicked.
Harold Nichols is the coach.
Is the name of the coach. I have a different story I'll tell you later about how I got capped on a sharp play there because I tried to pour a ton of money into Dayton, and the book was like, whoa. This ain't flying here. But that's the only thing I can think of coming into my mind. This was a historic low, the attention to the run game. How in the world can you honestly explain that away? Like, you have to just come out and take lumps and say that's a terrible job, more so than that. I mean, you can't win any football game like this, especially, and this is what makes it worse for me, and I think for everybody, is that he didn't go to Miles Sanders twice and get stuffed for 2-yard losses.
He had success. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. You know how I know Presbyterian football, aside from living in the South for years? Rock Yassin. Came from Presbyterian and transferred to Temple for his final year, and now plays for the Indianapolis Colts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rock.
He's my frat brother too. Yeah.
Rock?
Not rock, paper, scissors.
But he came in as a senior.
Yeah.
And was still Temple tough, had a single digit. Like number 5.
Is that right?
Yeah. Rock.
Wow.
Rock is
Rock.
has never happened before.
Oh.
Rock.
You know, he's a rock, that guy. I tell you.
That's a great name, Rock Yassin.
It is.
It is a very nice name there. I think this pretty much. Now, look, the Giants are bad. They beat Atlanta, or they lost to Atlanta, and it's. Oh, by the way, it's Young Hui. I think it is Young Hui Q. That's how we pronounce it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I heard on one of the halftime shows last night. And the background, they were Chris Berman was fumbling and stumbling through the fastest 2 minutes in sports.
Okay.
Right? So he was doing these highlights.
Oh man, I was out at halftime.
Now, did you guys watch what I watched?
I watched the Mannings.
You know, where I was on the Riddick.
Right.
Riddick.
Right.
So Barrett, you're gonna break the tie. What were you on?
I had to watch the regular show, man.
See?
Yeah, he's at the studio doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could have watched the Mannings. It's not like NBC Sports blocks ESPN from the cable package.
They might.
Get out of here.
You never know.
Get out of here.
You never know.
You go through it. It's like when your parents used to block the porn channel.
Right.
68, 69.
All squiggly lines and stuff.
72. Where the hell 71?
Yeah, right. It just skips right past that.
Exactly
Right.
right.
It's like a Sirius XM subscription, and you're trying to get this one station, and it just won't come in. It's because they don't let you.
Now, I saw two things, and this is really going to test Harry's viewing and loyalty on the program. One really, really good that would pay off. Another one that I'm sure drove Harry and some other people, maybe not me, but I recognize at least some other people nuts. So on one hand, Harry got to see, and this is what we missed, Barrett, the double bird from Eli Manning talking about the Eagles fan and thinking that ESPN would blur it out.
Right. He thought they'd pixelate his fingers, I think, on like a delayed signal or something.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Did he?
No, yes, and they did. Now, was Peyton egging him on or anything like that, or was it just Eli doing it?
No, it's just Eli. Eli did a lot of talking last night, more so than any of the other two episodes.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah. Oh, he did he? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, I guess you had to deal with an extended visit by LeBron James, right?
I turned the channel. When I saw LeBron was coming in, I am so out on LeBron James. I went to Steve Levy, Lou Riddick, and Brian Greasy for about 15 minutes.
All right.
And Lou Riddick is great. The only thing is, I can't tell if Riddick or Greasy they have the similar voice.
They really do.
Now, Riddick is a lot better in his analysis, but at first, sometimes I don't know who's talking.
Right. Yeah, I agree on that. You heard that too, Barrett?
Yeah. And you know, when I was listening to Greasy started to do those, predictive play type of deals also. And he caught a couple of them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was
he was using the telestrator before.
Right.
Yeah, and that's something that I don't see a lot outside of Romo, right? Like Collinsworth, these guys don't usually use the telestrator unless it's a replay.
Right.
And he was circling a couple of linebackers. Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Harry's onto something. If you're unsure of who's speaking, and just defer. If it sounds super intelligent,
Lou Riddick.
It's Riddick.
It's Riddick.
Right. if it's something that you think, I follow the game, I know that, then it's Brian Greasy.
Right. He's actually a good follow also on social media,
Riddick?
man. Because
Lou?
He put a post yesterday. He's blessed to be where he is, and he said he worked for it, man. And I feel him, man. He did it the hard way. He played ball, then went to the front office. Then got on as an analyst, man. He wasn't nothing handed to him, man. I got a lot of respect for that. Most of these guys come out quarterbacks and Pro Bowlers and just given a job. He did it the hard way, man. Blood, sweat, and tears.
He's a local guy.
You started in the truck, bro. Yeah. You started it in the truck.
Right, me. I mean,
I
started out serving coffee to Sterling and
that's crazy.
Jaws and those guys, man. I interned. I was breaking down film. I had to put my name on shot sheets. You know what I mean? So it's just, you got a newfound respect for the guys that do it on TV and that are as good as they are. And when you see something like that, like with Lewis, you got to respect all of that, bro.
I listened to about 15 minutes of their broadcast. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's light years. It's not even like on the same planet as the old Tessitore, and oh god, that was brutal.
Yeah, who was with them? Tessitore.
Booger McFarland was down on the field, and then they had
the Booger Mobile.
What's his name?
Then you had the
tight end from the Dallas Cowboys, who's going to the Hall of Fame. Jason Witten and his toupee.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
What's up with this toupee stuff, man?
Breeze.
And
Breeze. Yeah.
What is up with that? Just let it go, man. Just let it go. I mean, if you got a funny looking head, people will eventually get used to it. Okay.
Yeah.
they will really, they'll get used to it. If you got a funny looking head, that's just the guy with the funny looking head. Look at Strahan. He's got the gap with his teeth. I mean, it is what it is. Me,
right.
It is what it is. I'm big, black, bald-headed guy that only on this show I put my glasses on because these screens mess with my eyes, man. So I wear these glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you guys didn't know that. These are these blue blocker glasses.
Oh, no, remember?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Blue blocker glasses. There's no prescription in it. There's no medicine in them. It's just, I mean, my eyes get tired. I'm like, I start getting headaches from looking at the screen all the time, man.
Now,
it wasn't looking at you guys. It wasn't you guys, you got some pretty MFers, man, but I couldn't do it, man.
Well, thank you. Real quick, just to clarify, it's blue blocker in BLUE, meaning the blue light. It's not blue like BLU, where that dude used to have the rap.
Blue blockers.
Yeah.
Get
the blue blockers. The blue blockers. Right?
Mm.
You don't remember that, Harry?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my God, you gotta look that up, Harry.
That was the beginning and the end of hip hop.
Yeah. We're about to take a break. But
yes, we are.
Before we do it, go to Blue Blockers and look at the guy.
BLU.
BLU.
Yeah.
All right.
All good.
Not blue by you.
No.
Okay.
Or blue or anything other blue, right? Like
great Roy Orbison song redone by Linda Ronstadt.
What's that?
Blue by you.
Okay. Was that
Blue by offensive tackle?
Was that what?
Was that recorded at the Blue Oyster Club?
No.
Okay. Famous recording studio.
Yeah, right.
All right. We're back at 3. It's the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go for the stakes and the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Now, I did find that clip, by the way, from QVC.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you did he?
Oh, I did he?
Yeah.
So if you're interested, I can play.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
And this is online here. So this is a site. This is QVC.com. So this isn't like we're ripping it from TV. So this should be cleared ahead of time. I talked to QVC and they say, yeah, people play these a lot.
Okay, good.
So I'll show you coming up at some point before we get out of here.
Hey, yesterday, a little bit of news yesterday. I met Kate Scott.
Oh yeah, the new Sixers play-by-play TV.
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing. Just wait till you see her. Everybody, he at this point, our boy is gonna eat his words.
Oh yeah?
Oh my goodness. This one is amazing.
Oh, Stazak?
Yes.
Yeah, Stazak.
Is he still tweeting, by the way?
I don't know.
I doubt it seriously.
I don't know.
You sure
better
about
not
that?
be.
Let me check.
Hold on. Can somebody get an update on Joe Stazak? I tell you, for about 12 hours, that was I kept going there. I wasn't even checking my mentions.
Oh, I know.
I was just seeing all right, what's the latest?
And it was
What
great
will he
too.
tweet next?
The timing of it, Eytan, was that the Eagles didn't play on Sunday, so we had that was a long week, and Stazak actually kind of broke it up.
Man, he was a bridge builder. he bridged the weekend all the way. I mean, the middle of the week all the way to the weekend, didn't he?
He had a lot of people bridge together and banding together just to hate him. It was amazing. It was amazing.
He's been pretty quiet.
Now I saw he changed his Twitter handle. He changed his.
Yes.
There are a lot of things that he's a changed man.
Yeah, right.
Barrett actually got to him.
Maybe the station reached out to him and said, you got to take that off of your Twitter handle. Wasn't it 975?
Yeah, but it could also be like, yes, I agree, but who cares? Like 97.5 doesn't own those 3 numbers.
Yeah, no, I hear you saying, but would it surprise you if they reached out? It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me at all, but they also have no jurisdiction over the numbers 97.5. Like,
True.
What if Stazak's like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to, I'm supporting my guys in Houston, supporting Jake Gassman in Houston, bro.
Right, but don't if I change mine, my blue check mark goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't do that.
Well, no, but he's not. Joe Stazak is an unverified individual.
Right.
Boy, he came out with some swings right there. Missed, but I got to give him credit. He came out with some swings there.
He tried to stick to his guns for a minute. Then, to his credit,
he doubled down.
Yeah, he
tripled.
To his credit, he didn't go with the I was hacked.
Well, that's true.
No.
That's true.
To his credit,
Stazak's not a hack guy. He's not a hack guy.
Right.
Although he did pull one quasi I was hacked move. And the problem is that it Stazak, so it's so damn believable. I don't know what to think.
Right.
But he went on the, I'm sorry, I thought I was responding directly to you,
right,
as opposed to like sending a tweet out.
Right. Thought it was a DM.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like early Twitter. You can make that mistake like 10 years ago, man. Right. You can't make that mistake now.
Right. Like he did respond here to this guy, Mike Shemish, saying, do you really think I delete my account because of a misguided vitriol? Man, you whiffed on that, bro. Homework next time, brah. So he went bro and brah in the same tweet.
In the same tweet. Wow.
That is impressive. That's like Michael Jordan going up with the left hand and then switching it to the right.
Yes.
A spectacular move by Jordan. Unbelievable. What are we doing here right now?
Oh, man. I want to see this QVC thing.
Well, I'll show that to you.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we keep looking at this game too from last night. I mean, honestly, what do you think at this point is going to happen this week? Like, it's so fresh. It feels weird because Tuesday we normally talk about moving forward.
Yeah.
We can continue to pound stuff into the ground. Honestly, here's the thing. Has special teams looked bad at all?
The punter's like one of the bright spots on the team.
Yeah, he was the only one that came to play.
Yeah.
Is Jake Elliott missing kicks left and right?
No, he's not really getting many opportunities.
It's a fair point.
Clay is balling,
that's a fair point, Mike.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's his name, Clay. Coach Clay. I mean,
yes, he is. Yes, he is. I think you got to give him some props here, right?
His guys are going out there making it happen. Besides the return game, I mean, they're going all out, man. I'm not missing Donnie Longball right now because this kid is booting it. This guy's booting it, man. He's having a great season right now.
But when your punter is like one of your bright spots, you got issues. Okay,
absolutely.
There you go to rim me back in.
No, I'm just telling you, man.
No, but that's a sobering reminder of
right.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find some light in there. Low hanging fruit, and you just
I'm sober today. I did not drink last night. I try to take Mondays and Tuesdays off.
Bro, I should have drank last night, man, on the post game show. Man,
reset the system.
I was.
That was Seth.
Huh?
Seth was going on for a long one, but Barkane had to cut him off, kind of like you cut Barrett off twice to go to commercial. And he was like, "Oh, Seth, wait a second. I want to get Barrett and."
It was
and Ray in here. Like he had to cut him off, and then he had to cut him off again to go to break.
So
how his doctorate? That was his dissertation.
What was that? Was going on? Was Seth just going off?
Yep.
Seth's being Seth, bro.
He was very measured, though.
Well, that's what I was trying to gauge, his emotion and all.
No, he was measured. He was calm. He seemed calm. He didn't seem. It's almost like his expectations really were not there.
My niece was watching it, and I got back home, and she was up when I got back home. And I got home at like 2:15.
How about that? 2:15.
She was up.
I was still up working, but at home. What happened?
But my niece is like, Uncle Barrett, you didn't seem like you was having fun up there. You looked like you were a little bit mad. I said, yeah, I was a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, the Eagles, they're not good, are they? I'm like, no,
Nope.
not right now. No, they're not good.
Wow.
But, you know, at the end of the day, our expectations were just far greater than we should have had them. And that Atlanta game was just pulled us too far in. You know what I'm saying? We should have just won by like 3 points. Then I'd have been more measured in my thought process on how I was going to approach this Dallas game.
Yeah, but how much of that, and I think we need to define measured approach, expectations, these words, because normally they have the connotation of make the playoffs, win your division, win the Super Bowl, right? I don't think that any of us truly thought. Now, you did actually, Barrett. You picked the Eagles to win that.
I thought they're going to win 9 games.
Well, you also thought that one of those games was last night. As we went into the final segment into the break to end the show yesterday, you picked the Eagles. Now,
I did pick the Eagles.
That's fine. That's fine. You're going to get some wrong. We always get some wrong. That's here or there. But point being is that it was still not one where this was a convincing, oh, they're going up against Jacksonville. They're going up against the Jets. Absolutely. They're going to roll through them. So I don't want to base my expectations on win-loss. I want to base my expectations. And look, this team did it. So don't blame me. They set the bar. I want to base my expectations on Atlanta. I want to see a team that comes to play, that is thoroughly prepared, that is bouncing back from mistakes. I swear, I was going to tweet it, but I had too much in my hands, literally, as you can see.
Yeah.
After the Cowboys missed that, which arguably, I don't know if Dak got in or not. 4th down, he gets ruled that
I think he got in.
I think he did too. But bottom line is he's on the bench, right? And the shot, there's an extended shot of him just with his head down. Now, he's not like, hands in his face or anything like that, but he's just got his head down. And I was just about to tweet, like, Dak's out of it, game over, like you could see his body language. He pops up, starts talking to people, and they come back. Jalen Hurts never bounced back.
No, he kept his head down, yeah.
Yep, he never had that bounce back moment, Barrett, Harry. He never had that moment where it was like, bam, okay, even in the scoring drive, it was never this crisp command. Dak Prescott looked as good as any quarterback in the league last night.
Yep.
He looked like he was a franchise quarterback.
He's legit top 10.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Legit. But me and Seth got into it yesterday.
About
the deuce, you know what I'm saying? And
not Deuce Staley.
No, not Deuce Staley, but doing number 2.
Or
going
your all-time deuces.
Oh,
Deuce
gotta be Deuce Staley.
Deuce McAllister.
Right?
The Deuce Coupe. The little Deuce Coupe.
Little Deuce Coupe.
Little Deuce Coupe.
Now,
Deuce and a quarter.
What song are they?
Election 255 is a deuce and a quarter.
Okay. Deuce and a quarter right there. Drop a deuce on you, of course, is like an all-timer.
That's what he said. That's what he said last night. That's what Jalen Hurts said last night.
What a bizarre quote.
Well, here's the thing. It's all, again, like these guys, it's Sirianni and
Deuce Bigelow.
Deuce Bigelow is a great one. That's an honorable mention just because Roy Schneider's
the stream, man. The stream is undefeated, bro.
Deuces, now do we count?
No, not Deuces Rogers. I love him, but it's Deuce, not Deuce.
I hate to do it for you, Deuce is. Right. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, though, right? Any gastroenterologist will tell you, any gastro out there will tell you, you better be looking at your shit. All right?
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. You better be looking at your shit. Yes, Hurts, you don't know. Like, come on. You should be looking at it every time. You should be making sure that it's okay, that you're healthy.
Yeah.
That's what me and Seth were arguing about because, I was like, all right, after you don't look at it, just they just got to close this book. There's nothing good that can come from even watching this film. You can't even look at that. And you can't look at the film and analyze what you did right, what you did wrong.
We're in week 3 and they're already burning the film.
Right. That's all trash.
What next?
Man.
A players only meeting?
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's probably next,
Right.
But at this point, you can't even look at that. And Steph's like, no, you need to. They can't just forget about this. They got to let this sulk and burn. I'm like, what? They sulk and burn last week.
That's like Peter Laviolette would say that.
You know, you got to let this go.
Got to let it
and
burn.
Move forward, man. You got to move forward from this, man. Because I can't see anything that you can get out of this loss. I mean, it was 41.
Well, I mean, how about run
14.
the freaking ball?
Yeah, how about from a game plan standpoint?
Right.
They already know what they did. They all see it. They all see it.
Hey,
yeah,
they know.
But how do you not see again? How do you not adjust? Like, you know this, man. When the stakes raise and you take on better teams with the expectation of winning games, you're not afforded the opportunity of week to week. You got to pick that shit up in the first half, and you need to make adjustments.
Right.
Well,
yeah, I'm so sick of hearing Philadelphia Eagles coaches after games where they don't run the football admit that, yeah, we probably should have gotten so-and-so a few more touches. How many times have we heard that?
It's like a broken record.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, our linebackers suck right now. Come on, man. I mean,
well, they're never any good.
Right. So
they were for a little bit.
You look at Dallas and their linebackers. If you want a measuring rod, I mean, balling. There was nothing they could. There was no answer for Jalen Smith. We're not even talking about Micah Parsons. There was no answer for Jalen Smith. He was on every single play. He knew exactly where the ball was going. He knew exactly how to react. He played better than anybody on the field because he's an impact linebacker. People don't understand what it is to look across the line of scrimmage and be looking at Ray Lewis or Junior Seau or Brian Urlacher.
I thought that safety, that journeyman safety that they got from Clemson, he's been in the league a bunch of years for a couple different teams, played a whale of a game.
Well,
he almost got into it on the sidelines when he made a tag. He actually could have gotten a penalty. I thought that was deserving of a personal foul.
Goddard pushed. Are you talking about the one where Goddard pushed him?
Not where he pushed somebody. He ended up pushing the player and one of the sideline guys for the Eagles into that fan.
Go back and see that, though. Goddard was the one who pushed him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He should have got a penalty for pushing him.
You're busy watching LeBron James and Eli.
No, I didn't watch LeBron James.
Gee whiz.
But that kid played well.
No, but yeah, so Harry and Barrett, you saw that too, where initially it did look like that, and it looked like there was going to be a fight on the sidelines, and then Goddard got him. Now, Goddard may have thought, hey, he was holding on to my guy too long, get the hell off of him. But I was just happy there was no call there, because if they looked at that, Goddard might have been in trouble. But, man,
Gee whiz.
That's what I was thinking.
That Fletcher Cox touchdown felt like last week, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I was still in the car driving home when that happened.
I'm serious, man.
I got the description. They were doing what do they call it? The sniper crawl in the end zone as the celebration.
Right.
Yeah.
He's doing the crawl. Mike, he's doing the crawl.
No, it was actually Mike that was saying it. Was describing. Oh, they're doing a sniper crawl, man.
Yeah. I love that. That little noise in the beginning, because Mike always makes that little noise there.
Yes.
Oh, Merrill. Great. Merrill. That is great, man.
Oh, man.
I don't even pick up on stuff like that, man. I'll you guys pick up on it. Now, then I think about it like, oh, yeah, he does, you know?
Yeah. Now, what's this new commercial that you said? There's a new Geico commercial that we saw.
Bro, you didn't see the commercial.
Which one? Is this the one when they're at the football game getting into the parking lot?
No, this is
that's
one
been out for a while.
Right.
They go to the grocery store, and it's the guy goes to grocery. Like, is he going in? He's talking to people as he goes in.
Yeah. That's been out a while.
I didn't see it, man. Man, that just made my day, man. I thought I was gonna have a great day because I saw the commercial. We just get the interception / fumble, touchdown with Fletcher Cox. And bam, that comes on. So I hit you guys real quick with
the commercial. Okay, here you go.
J-Ron Curse is the guy I was talking about, the Dallas player.
He's big. He's a big safety
he got long arms, man.
Yeah, he's a big safety, man.
Yeah.
He looked real good because he was giving them everything they wanted. Everything.
Man, he's on his third team.
Did you see this one clip? And I think we'll get in trouble since it's ripped right from ESPN, but it went viral. Somebody recorded it and put it on Twitter,
Oh, yeah. With,
Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon going back and forth after Derek Barnett's personal foul.
He's always doing that.
It's always him.
Oh, it's always him.
You see Sirianni saying that very clearly with his mouth.
Oh,
he's always him.
Yeah, he's done with this team. They're done with him.
Like, honestly, they have to. I mean, come on. We talked about the doghouse back when the Niners came here and Brandon Ayuk was in there with Kyle Shanahan. At this point, you paid if Brandon Graham were still healthy, do you think we'd even see much anymore of Barnett if they had their choice, right? I mean, they relegate him and make him. Now, I guess you have to start Kerrigan or.
Well, and Kerrigan, I was going to say, has nothing. He's got nothing left.
No,
he's played 94 snaps in the 3 games. He's done absolutely 0.
Bro, I did not know he was playing. He had
played 30-some snaps last night.
Yeah. I did not know he had.
You didn't see him on the field. Yeah, you didn't know he was on the field. Yeah.
He looked real old when I did see him.
Yep. And that's the thing. Old. Like, think about how Jim Schwartz used Michael Bennett, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy came in. He had a lot of tread. He had a lot of age. He said, look, it's like a hockey shift. You go out there for a couple of snaps and you give 100%.
Situational pass rusher.
Exactly. Yep. That's perfect. That's an even better way to put it. I gave it a non-football analogy. It's situational. Like, you don't have, I understand that now. You don't have the ability with Brandon Graham being out, but you have to get creative. You can't just leave a guy that old out there for an extended period of time. It's just not going to work. Can't work.
No. Given, all these injuries, he's got to stay, though. There's no way around.
I know. But now, what about the injuries to this offensive line? Because obviously Dillard will probably have to play again this week. Dickerson was noticeably limping into the locker room at the end of the game. And it apparently is the same knee that he had surgery on.
Right.
That might have been re-aggravated. Who knows? And then you got Sayamalu gets taken out on a cart with a bad foot injury. And
he's done for the season.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, I mean,
foot,
geez.
What did you? Let's start in order, Harry, with what you were bringing up. Barrett, what grade would you give Andre Dillard?
A C.
Okay,
I'd give him a C.
Look, it's better than an F.
Yeah,
and a C is a passing grade.
C's get degrees.
I might say a C plus.
It did for me at Gettysburg.
Yeah. C's get degrees.
Yeah, he'd get a C. He didn't play bad. He didn't jump off the film, though, but he didn't play bad. It wasn't a lot of pressure from his side. In fact, the offensive line as a whole played okay. They played well enough. I think Hurts started seeing ghosts and started leaving the pocket, and that's the worst thing that happened to an offensive lineman when a quarterback starts seeing things and nothing's happening, because you're blocking for him to be in a specific place. If he's supposed to be where he's supposed to be at, and once he starts moving, that's where you get a lot of the penalties, the holding calls.
Holding penalties.
All of a sudden, you see a guy start running a different direction. You're like, whoa, where you going? And that's where you get
grab the jersey,
back. And it's just a tough situation for the offensive line to deal with. Yeah. And on, a couple of times, Kelsey didn't have the best game in the world. Also, I would grade Kelsey probably a C minus, because a lot of the times, you could tell the protection would be going one way, and he'd be blocking another way, or he'd be blocking another way in the protection, and the guys are blocking it another way. Everybody for one person has to be, ironclad in it.
Lane Johnson.
Yeah. Balled, man. He balled, and it's hard because everybody's going to see, oh, that offensive line played bad. No. The quarterback played bad. Hurts played bad.
What do you think about Dickerson's first start?
Dickerson played okay also. I would give him a C plus. But
C plus, and even still though, like, who's the rookie that they were going up against with Dickerson? He got him a couple of times. But you even said
Micah Parsons?
No, it was the other rookie that they had on the line.
Oh yeah, the guy from UCLA.
Yes, I'm blanking his name.
He's a turd. No, he can't play.
Oh no, he's decent. You're thinking of
for
different
for
guy.
USC?
No, from UCLA for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh man, he was giving it to Sam.
I'll give you his name.
Kelsey. He was giving it to him, making him like it.
Really bad, right?
Yep. It was Odi Gazua. Odigizua, did he?
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's Odigizua.
Yeah.
Oh,
Odigizua.
Yeah.
Odigizua, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
97.
Yeah.
He played big, man. He played big.
Yeah.
But, you're asking the offensive line to.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Did NBC Sports just zip
I
him?
think
Did
so.
he have to do a hit
I think so.
at noon that he doesn't know about?
Yep. They, part of his contract is that they can just jump in
and just
to his
knock him
school.
off the air.
Right, exactly. Let's see. We'll bring him back on here real quick. I think he just popped in. Right?
I heard it.
What happened? NBC jump in and say, "Hey, where are you on this hit?"
I hate to do it to myself on that, man. I was trying to click out of the Our Lads, looking them up, and I hit the
depth
wrong
chart.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get lost in the depth chart.
No, you can't.
Yeah. But I don't know. I see on the stream, people are saying that, Kansas City, if Sirianni calls the right game, they'll have a chance and all that kind of stuff. Man, I just don't see it.
I mean, everybody has a chance because this league is so crazy, man. How people are losing, and some guys that we thought were going to be terrible, like Vegas, are balling out. I mean, it's almost like a temperamental league. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get on the right track, you're good. But once you get going bad, you could be really, really bad, man. And I think that's what the track that the Eagles are going on right now. They're becoming really, really bad. Because number one, they're becoming undisciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, we don't know what the hell they're trying to be. They have no identity. Who are they?
Right.
And it's a bad place to be when you don't know who you are as an offense or a defense. Because now you're just calling stuff just to call stuff. You throwing deuces against the wall and see if it sticks.
Right.
And when you're like that, you can't get better because you don't know what to get better at.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of the offense during the Buddy days where they would just say, Randall, go make a play. Yep. Do something athletic and make a play.
Wow.
That's kind of what it sort of reminded me of.
Right.
In a weird way.
You're absolutely right, man, because they don't run the ball good. They don't pass the ball good. So what else is there to do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
See if the quarterback can run around and make somebody miss.
Exactly.
Find somebody that shakes free and launch up a bomb. That seems to be it.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It
certainly does look like that. At least the defense seems to have a plan, but they got exposed as far as just not having the talent in the second and third levels, or at least the second levels, and then not
the second level.
Yeah, it was
the second level, man.
And they got blown back on the run defense, which look, they weren't good last year, but I thought the first 2 weeks maybe was going to be some change.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you that Pollard, he's a nice change-up back. They had it going last night. You could tell Zeke was tired of hearing everybody say that, hey, man, Pollard's getting some of your reps.
Right.
You don't look as fast anymore. You're looking a little out of shape or whatever. He came to play last night.
Every time he got the ball, man, even when he would hit him, he would still fall.
He'd knock you
like 3 or 4
he'd knock
yards.
people backwards. Yeah.
Right. Our linebackers were not meeting him in the hole. I mean, he was initiating contact. And linebackers, I never went against a linebacker that, waited 5 yards before he ran up to get the running back. These guys did not go up and try to initiate any type of hit. No force. Jalen Smith was trying to give you everything he had, every single play. He was running through folks. And that's the way you got to play the game. Say what you want to say, and I'll say it again. Wilson, man, I was so underwhelmed on how he plays the game. He was getting tossed back and pushed back and getting punked by tight ends, and you can't let that happen, man.
No. Wasn't there a defensive alignment in the red zone where they had 3 on the line of scrimmage and 8 back in the end zone, and Dallas just sees it and they just run the football?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, are you serious?
Wasn't it?
Bro,
is that Zeke's second touchdown?
I think it was. Yeah. It's just like, are you serious with this? Like, do you want to call a timeout or something? Like, no, they're good, man. It reminded me of when they played the Steelers a couple years ago, when they used to do that wide 9. When they had the wide 9, and Roethlisberger's like looking at this wide open thing. It was on 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. Right. He's just like, I'm just going to sneak it. He snuck it for like 8 yards.
I was talking about last year when they played the Steelers, and he looked at the lineup, and they had Claypool out there, and they looked who was guarding Claypool. Remember Nate? What was Nate's last name? The linebacker?
Oh, Nate Diaz. No, it's Nate.
No, the guy from that went to Nebraska.
Yeah, Nate. Come on, bro.
I forget. He's
terrible. I forget Nate's last name, but he saw this. He's like, oh, he's
Nate Jerry.
Yeah,
Nate Jerry. Yeah.
So he looked over at him and told him the exact route to run. And Nate is looking at him, tell him the exact route to run. He goes to the line. He calms everybody down and then hikes it and looks over and throws it right to him. Told him exactly what the route was. I want you to do. He was in the dirt. He said, I want you to go like this, this, and this. And he did that, this, and that. And Nathan saw it. He saw him telling him. Yeah. And makes so bad. Rodley McCall looked like, oh, this is about to happen. And still goes to the other side of the field.
Still got him.
What is going on, man?
Still got him. It's amazing.
Amazing.
All right, I have a question about. Oh, he did. I have a question about the wide receivers coming up, and maybe I'll sneak this QVC thing in here before we get out of here. Make sure you are following along. Just hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to what we're doing here at the JAKIB Media YouTube page. We are back. It's the middle.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub. And in your drink. Go for the steaks. And the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that. Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hardworking American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, we got this.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Houston is a 16.5-point road dog in Buffalo. It's not enough.
Wow.
I teased Washington to 20 points on Sunday, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
The Buffalo offense was ridiculous.
Two
Almost
straight weeks.
500 yards of offense.
Like, think about that. And I bring them up because, yeah, exactly. You have a team that just put up 500 yards of offense you're talking about last week alone, or over the last 2 weeks?
No, last week it was like 487 yards of offense.
Insane.
Yeah.
Now, think about what it would take for the Philadelphia Eagles to hit that clip after what we've seen over the last 2 weeks. Like, if I were to ask you, if I were to hit you with the over-under of 3.5 games where they would hit that stat line of just insane offense after Atlanta, I would bet at least Barrett, I know Mr. Optimist, would take the over. Even Harry might be inclined to go over that following the Atlanta game, the initial knee-jerk reaction. Now?
No. I mean, you'd have to run the ball for 150 of those yards, and they're never going to do that.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the damning part about it, because they're not going to do anything about it to correct this issue.
Yeah.
They're not going to run the rock.
Yeah.
Well, I think what was disappointing, and look, full transparency on this show and other shows that I did yesterday, it was a theme in which I took it and even bet it, because that's what we do. We bet what we give out. But I'm disappointed that the over didn't hit by all means for Jalen Hurts rushing yards. So I'm going to just in full transparency on that. But think about it. Isn't that an easier way to kind of gain some control back by making plays with your legs? And he looked so tentative.
Mm-hmm.
He looked so nervous when he started to tuck it. Look, think about the bad combination we got, Barrett. He tucks the ball too early and then gets tentative when he's out there in the open.
Right. I mean, if you're going to run with a purpose. And I didn't see him running with a purpose like he was before. He was hesitant. I mean, like I said, Jalen Smith virtually just took it and won that game by himself, by just wherever he went, he was right there.
Right.
He couldn't go anywhere without Jalen Smith being in his hip pocket. And it wasn't like he was a spy. He just understood what was going on in the game.
Yep.
All right, this kid cannot make a completed pass to anybody because he's throwing behind or underthrowing. I'm just going to spy him wherever he goes. I'm going to go. I'm going to be in his hip pocket. I'm going to make sure that he doesn't run and break out like he did before.
Yeah, man. He had the full tuck going.
All right, now they got Kansas City. Then they're at Carolina, which a lot of people thought at the beginning of the year was an easy win.
No.
They're 3-0. Then Tampa Bay comes to town on a short week. Then they go to Vegas, which a lot of people thought would be a pretty easy win because nobody gave them any credit.
Right.
Then they go to Detroit, who was 0-3, but I've been saying that they at least fight you.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
They'll bite your kneecap off. You might win the game,
right?
But they're going to get a little bit of your flesh. Then the Chargers at home, at Denver, who's undefeated and a shocker to me right now. This team could end up winning like 4 games.
And they're probably all divisional games.
Yeah.
At this point, right?
Right. So let's just say if that's the case, is there a point here where where the upper management says, okay, enough on the Jalen Hurts thing, put in Minshew?
I don't know, Harry. I talked to Jimmy Kempski about that last night, and we were going back and forth. I'm sure it came up with Barrett at some point on the show. I'm sure you've been thinking about it, if not talking in your circles as well, Harry. But that, I think, is the $1 million question, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
When do we hit that threshold? I don't think that there's anything in front of me that I can demand and point to and say, lock it up. This is when it's going to be. But something tells me that they are going to be as exhaustive as possible in the process of figuring out whether Jalen Hurts can play and not really care about their record. Also, because that helps them in the draft.
Right.
We've already seen them have no shame and sabotage a game last year for a draft pick.
And the Colts are 0-3, and Miami has no Tua, so that could be an incredible draft pick too. Who knows?
You could be looking at
3 top 10s.
Top 10, absolutely.
3 top 10 picks.
And I think at that point, and this is my point of view, so I could be wrong, that's fine. But I think at that point, you want to look back and say, okay, we don't have any more questions about Jalen Hurts.
Right.
We gave him 2 months worth of football games to prepare and execute. Or maybe they look at it and say, wow, this Sirianni guy's not where we thought he'd be. Let's give Hurts another whatever it is. So I don't know.
You say they'd go, even if things are, go into the toilet. Okay.
Well,
to the bye week.
In the toilet.
To the bye week. Right. No, he's not going to look at it. He's just going to flush it and move on. But you got to go to the bye week in December. Which is a late bye week. Week 14.
Okay, I am making the proclamation right now that in-game is different. There can definitely be moments where
somebody gets pulled and then they start the next week again. Yeah.
But that's what I think this is. I'm going to go out and say at no point, unless he's hurt, does Jalen Hurts not start a football game until at least the bye week.
Okay.
Right. That's
right.
Legitimate. That's
legitimate. I just don't think they'll pull him as far as like week to week. They may pull him in a game.
Right.
Hey, look, man, you need to sit back and watch what's happening right here in front of you. But I don't think that carries over to the next week. Does that make sense?
But
yes, perfect sense.
But I hate to do it to you, though.
Me or Jalen?
Both of you. I hate to do it, but they're not putting Minshew.
No, I think they would go Flacco.
You'd go Flacco?
Yes.
Yeah. In the game, Flacco. I think they would go. And look, Barrett, I mean, doesn't that stand to reason? Flacco was the one who had the preseason. Flacco knows the offense. Flacco ran it at least.
Well, by that time, Minshew will know the offense also.
Yeah.
But they just have so much guaranteed money in Flacco. And they've just like same thing that's happening with Andy Dalton and with the Bears. All right, they'd be like, all right, we did as much as we could to keep you in the loop, keep you playing. But I mean, we just suck so bad. We're going to have to go with the young guy. It'll be the same thing.
Minshew's even getting in practice during the season.
I don't know. Been deactivated since he got here, but
right. But look at this though. I can almost guarantee that you put Flacco in the same situation yesterday, and the game would have been a lot closer. It'd have been to the wire. The last person with the ball would probably win the game. It would be that close.
You still think, though, if all things are equal, like, don't we still have a glaring issue of Dallas knowing that Philadelphia is just not going to run the football and to tee off on Flacco maybe more so than Hurts?
No, because, we're talking about passes that were just bad passes that weren't put where they were supposed to be at. Flacco's going to put those passes where to speak. The pass to Hurts, to Hurts, out there in the flat, he would have made that happen. And like I said, that might have been a touchdown. It changed the whole outcome of the game. It changes how they defend that game.
Okay, but
when you think about that.
Can I also make the point, though, that a couple of times in which Jalen Hurts escaped and either extended a play or was able to just throw the ball out, Flacco would have been on his back? And maybe that changes the game.
Flacco would have got the ball out faster.
Oh.
The read is there. The read is there. He's running because he's seeing ghost.
Aren't you related to Flacco or something? Didn't you go to school?
Are you in business with him? Is he a business partner of yours?
I'm being real about it.
I know you
understanding what the deficiencies were yesterday. The deficiency yesterday was the quarterback had a bad game. There's one guy that can't have a bad game, and that's the quarterback.
Right.
If the quarterback has a bad game, then everything else goes to hell. Even on defense, everything goes to hell because now they're going to be on the field a lot longer because they keep going 3 and out. If Flacco was in the game, I promise you, if Jalen Hurts was just a little more accurate than it was, the whole outcome of that game would have been different because, you're on the field longer. You have more of an opportunity to make some plays happen. You put the ball where it's supposed to be, put it on the receiver as opposed to underthrowing or overthrowing. It just changed the whole outlook on what you do to defend it as a defense.
I don't know.
What's this question you had?
Was crap. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What question? You were teasing something about the wide receivers before the break.
What's it going to take for Quez Watkins to get the Jalen Reagor snaps? I don't know how much longer this experiment is going to last. Nick Sirianni doesn't have any ties to Jalen Reagor. Quez Watkins right now through 3 weeks is the better receiver. Quez Watkins through 3 weeks, statistically at least, and I know one is skewed a little bit last week, but why wouldn't you want to try and put the ball in Watkins' hands more so than Reagor right now? It doesn't mean Rager's out, deactivated, down, but
the other guy seems to be more of a playmaker. Yeah.
On multiple levels of the field.
Yeah.
He's playing stronger too. It's not like he's just, these are contested passes that he's catching also. You know what I'm saying? He's making something happen. And
I'm disagreeing with you, by the way, because I know you are pro read the stream mid-show. So I wanted to preempt that for Barrett.
What's that?
Stream is not having your Flacco would have won
Flacco.
Yes.
He would have definitely had a better game. No question. I mean, just take it. I've learned to take it. My boy Hurts did not play well.
Yeah.
He's my frat brother. I want him to be, successful.
Yep.
He's had the raw deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't get the keys handed to him. He had to earn it. Yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, he played like number 2.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Didn't even look at it.
Tone on the stream brought up a fun point last night during the game. And it was when I was watching your guys. It was Levy, Greasy, and Riddick. and Dallas has the ball, and you could hear Dak audible. Bob Ross.
Right.
And I think it was Riddick.
To that. Bob Ross paints or something.
Yeah.
Well, Bob Ross. Well, Riddick said, well,
play,
Bob Ross is a painter. Like, here comes a draw. Or
no,
something
that
wasn't
No, that was Greasy. That was your
Was it Greasy?
Yeah, that was your boy Greasy.
Oh, see, I was told that if it was a really astute comment and it sounds the same, I give Riddick the credit.
Yeah, but
how do you know it was Greasy?
I know Greasy's voice.
Because I was watching it and I know. Look, every now and again, a blind squirrel, right? Broken clock, all these other things you want to.
That was great.
It was
Bob Ross.
He said something more than that, though, right? It's like Bob Ross paints or something like that. It was
yes. Well, he said Bob Ross paints, which means it's going to be a draw.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was hilarious. That was the only time we saw that.
Yeah,
maybe
right. That's why I said and that's why I said he was starting to, do the analysis before it happens. He's seeing what's going to happen before it happens.
No, that was hilarious. Maybe it was the homage to Peyton doing Omaha, since he knew that he was on the Manning broadcast.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Could be.
I didn't know who the hell Bob Ross was until I thought about it. Oh, yeah. Right.
He had that afro, man. And he'd wear those silk shirts. And he was always up there painting.
He was always making the tree.
Here's a tree.
He's just doing this right here. And then it starts looking like a tree, and he'll take that one little slit down, and then bam, it's a tree.
Bruno was obsessed with him.
Rob Gamble, thank you,
sir. They look alike.
Yeah.
It was Bob Ross likes to paint.
Yeah.
That's what
I think it's going to be a draw. Yeah, that was it.
Because that's what Dak was yelling. Bob Ross likes to paint. Bob Ross likes to paint. Now, better afro, Bob Ross or Afro Man?
Oh, man.
Got to go Bob Ross, I think.
How about Oscar Gamble?
Well, I mean, look, I was just going head-to-head. This was a head-to-head matchup. This wasn't an open. Yeah, I mean, I don't think either one of them, Afro Man or Bob Ross, are going to be all-time as far as.
I think it's Julius.
Yeah, Julius, man.
Well, again, you can't put I'm just looking head-to-head.
Okay.
Like, this is a 116 matchup, in my opinion. Afro Man gets blown. He only had one song. Bob Ross was amazing.
Right. Bob Ross was on PBS.
Yeah.
Right. He was painting on a channel that nobody watched, and he still was that guy, bro.
Yep.
Right.
They would just tune in just to see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any other time, they're begging for money.
It's like tuning into QVC to see Eytan.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Tell something. Like, you should wear an afro, man. Put on an afro.
You think?
You want to get noticed.
Well, look, maybe I'll do that for the trimmer, right? I'll say, look at my hair here. I got a ton of hair. Look how easy it is to cut this hair off.
Before and after thing.
Exactly. Froed out versus no hair at all. Although, man, those electric trimmers, if your hair's long enough, that'll start to grab. Nobody likes to grab. No, David Trudell, I'm not now.
Yeah.
Just because of you, I'm not for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry. This isn't a jukebox. This isn't a radio show, Trudell.
Yeah.
So get the hell out of here if you got a problem with it. Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Talk fucking football.
Yeah.
We talk football for an hour and 17 minutes. We take one break and reference Bob Ross, which is part of the fucking football game.
That's why we're talking about it.
God damn it, you idiot. Seriously, if you're stupid, then just be stupid and quiet. You don't have to broadcast it. We have enough people on this show who are broadcasting their stupidity. I'm one of them.
Right.
Jesus.
How the hell do you think we got to Bob Ross?
Oh, God. Bob Ross.
It was an audible.
I love that. Now, what would be Jalen Hurts audible?
Jalen Hurts?
Toilet paper.
Ooh.
Oh,
Deuce.
He's about to shit the bed.
Deuce.
Yeah, deuce.
Oh,
deuce, Mom, deuce.
Wait. Check the deuce. Like, don't look at your deuce or something, whatever he said, right?
Flush it.
That's what it is, yeah.
Flush
the deuce. I think he's calling a draw, Lewis.
Now, how many audibles did you see in that offense?
I didn't see
that's
any
why I'm surprised
from that offense.
Yeah. How many audibles? How many times did they motion to put any pressure on the defense? It was just like, call it, let's go.
Rent stew.
Yeah. Landlord's coming, says SD on the stream.
Yeah, I saw a lot of rent.
Landlord's coming.
Yeah, you don't want that, man. You get that landlord from Ace Ventura coming in there, sniffing around. Ventura. I smell hand. You know that guy's from Philly, right?
No.
Yeah. the guy who he's also famous in Breaking Bad. He's the same guy in Breaking Bad. He's Uncle Tio. And he's Tio in the guy who had the bell.
Yeah, sit in a wheelchair with the bell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's from Philly, and he is the landlord in the first Ace Ventura. Ventura.
I didn't know that.
I smell animals.
Wow.
It's like, yes, Satan. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. I mean, that was amazing. That movie is an all-timer right there. Yeah, Tio, right? What was his name? What's his name in real life?
I don't know. He was a great character. I got to look him up.
Breaking Bad.
Remember the trip they took to the nursing home?
Yes.
Yeah, that was just epic television.
Yes. Right that's Hector Salamanca.
That's it.
Referred to as Tio by his nephews.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's the thing. He's Tuco's uncle.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, Tuco was the guy that tight, right? Yeah. Wasn't that him? Yeah.
Now, this is Mark Margolis. All right. I believe he was in some other stuff as well. There you go. Just it. It's all connected to Philadelphia. That's all. Just letting you know. All right.
Beautiful.
Tio. There you have it.
Wow.
All right.
I'll tell you. All right. So when do we move on? When do we move on to Kansas City? Do we hang on to this for another day or what?
I am more than happy to move on. No, I think today is going to be the last day, is it not? He's also, by the way, he's also the guy who, he's also the brother of, what's his name in Scarface? I told you a long time ago, you fucking little monkey, not to fuck me. What's his name?
Yeah.
Hey. Right?
Yeah, I forget.
Who do you think you're talking to, huh? You fucking bellboys? What's Sosa? Remember Sosa? Sosa's the badass in Scarface, right?
Is it Sasso or Sosa?
Oh, it's Sosa. It's Alejandro Sosa, right?
Okay.
And he sends Tony up to New York to assassinate a diplomat, right? Trying to push some drug law in South America,
right?
Colombia, right? So he's up there. And the brother, who doesn't speak any English, is Mark Margolis. Is the same guy. And he's like, "Do you want me to kill a
Shadow?" Was the character in Scarface.
That's his name?
That's
Shadow?
It. Yes.
Yeah, he's Alejandro's, and Pacino shoots him in the car because they're about to blow the car up with his wife and kid in there. You want me to kill a wife? No wife, no kid. Sin abuelo, sin hijo, right? And he's like, wow. He's like, how you like that?
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Mark Margolis.
That's great. Yeah, he is from Philly, born in 1939.
There you go. You think I make this shit up, Barrett?
Wow.
Come on, man. This guy was in Scarface, Ace Ventura. He was in Breaking Bad. He's Philadelphia's own. He's our finest.
I mean, would he'd be on does he make a Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia-born actors?
No, he does not.
No?
Although he's been in some, not Shadow Stevens.
Shadow Stevens is a DJ, right?
Up in New York.
Yeah.
No, he would not make the Mount Rushmore.
No.
No, but here's the thing. Like, do you bring Mark? Is he alive still? Let's just make
sure yeah.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Now, here's my question. Do you bring Mark Margolis out ahead of Sunday's game so that he can give an impassioned speech to the crowd before they kick off?
So you replace the Rocky stuff with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a Polish-Jewish immigrant, believe it or not.
You know, I mean, honestly, you've seen all of these movies I've referenced here, bro.
Yeah.
So you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Especially Breaking Bad in the wheelchair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But didn't do it for me this time.
Oh,
Mark
man.
Margolis?
Wow.
Not Mark Marvelous, by the way. He's a different genre of movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mark Marvelous. Absolutely. No, I say tomorrow is going to be the day.
He's a Temple guy.
I'm just saying.
He went to Temple.
Do we put a statue up of Margolis in Lot K? Flacco time's asking.
Okay. I mean, what character though? The guy in Breaking Bad? You put him in the wheelchair, ringing the bell?
Only if he's wearing an Eagle. Like it would have to be full pandering.
Right.
Right. He'd have to be in an Eagles jersey. He'd have to be wearing a Phillies hat. He'd have to have like a signed stick from Claude Giroux. I don't know.
A twig?
Yeah.
Get one of G's twigs.
Jeez. So, yeah, what's going to happen now? Something this week is going to happen. Like if I'm Howie Roseman, I pick up a phone or pick up a phone, right? People used to say pick up a phone, like pick up the phone. No, just pick up your phone. And I don't even know if I send a text. I probably call because I don't want this on the record. But I pick up my GM burner and it goes to the other GM burner in Morey. And I say, look, man.
Can you do something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me call a favor in.
Right. Can you take us off the back page for a day or two?
Sure.
Yeah.
And look, we're going to pay
interference.
this back exponentially. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we got the big old ex-coach coming in here. He's out of the hospital. He's a sympathetic figure with a great football team that's going to kick our ass. So can you please trade Ben Simmons this week?
Right.
And think about it. It's going to come back.
You owe us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Like maybe Morey looks and says, who the hell are you? Like, I don't owe you anything. So maybe Howie does have to grovel, Barrett. Maybe it's a matter of, look, quid pro quo, right? Where it's
right.
Scratch my back. You got an itch. Not only will I scratch your back, I'll hire some people to scratch it too. We'll take full care of you here. You need some damage control when you get knocked out in the first round by a 7 seed next year. We got your back. All right. We'll release some crazy report about how Nick Sirianni lost control week 6. Like, we got you, brother. Because Morey's a smart guy. Morey's not just going to say yes. Morey's going to want to know what he gets back.
Right. Quid pro quo.
I think that's what you do here, right?
Yep. Not bad.
Otherwise, this is all about the Philadelphia Eagles this week. And there isn't a T-shirt that Nick Sirianni could show up in a Hawaiian shirt, and it wouldn't take away what's happened over the last 2 weeks.
No. We got 14 more weeks of this, bro. No,
of
15.
What, T-shirts?
Yeah, I mean, he better not put a T-shirt on. His T-shirts better be tight whites. It better just be, the fruit guys on the back of his T-shirt. That's the only thing.
Fruit of Loom.
Remember the old school tees? Like, remember the white tees that you used to get? It was usually the same spot. You would get like a bootleg or something else, right?
Yeah, was Nasco or something like that?
Yeah, I don't even remember. I think it was like a Muslim name to it, right? That it was. I can't remember the name of the tea, like the actual brand of it. But yeah,
I'm telling you, I went to the one of those stores, and it was a gas station.
Yep.
And I looked over. Oh, they just happened to have some 4XLs. I'm like, you know what? Grab me one of those black ones and a white one. You know what I'm saying? And a pack of Marlboros.
These aren't Fruit of the Loom or Hanes.
No. They're not Fruit of the Loom. They're not Hanes. They're designed to be big white tees, and they're long. When I say big, they're like super long.
They're saying SOD on the stream.
S-O-A-D.
That's exactly what
I told you. See, that's Arabic. That's not Hebrew. So I knew it was something in that realm. And here's the thing, though, right? You just buy the tees, the long white. What if Sirianni came in one of those? Like that's and he grew his beard out, so it was like just here but pointed, like a true North Philadelphian.
Right.
And showed up with a big long white tee and the nice beard like this. Yeah, some Timbs. I was like, look, man, I'm just trying to bring it back to Philly.
Right.
That's all. We're just bringing this back to Philadelphia.
Because he came to work with a white tee on with some Timbs, man. I'd be done, man. I would be done. Bro.
I gotta say, I would appreciate that at the very least. All right, David Trudell, we love you, brother. All right, let's look at this question on the chat. Any of the 3 games the Eagles have coming up, do you see us, David asking, winning any of those 3? And Harry just ran through it.
It's Kansas City, at Carolina, and then Tampa Bay, I believe, are the next 3.
All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back and answer David's question. I'll throw this QVC thing in here before we get out of here. I know 91 SL is waiting to chomp at the bit on that one. So we'll hit that David's question up there. See, we love everybody that's involved here on the show, and especially David. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. What are you doing? And make sure you're subscribed to the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. We have a lot of content all around your Philadelphia Eagles and the disappointing loss last night. We're back. It's the
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go for the stakes and the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that. Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
All right, the one game that I'm actually most confident in, as crazy as it sounds.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yep.
yes, but here's the thing. It's not in a vacuum. This is not, hey, the Eagles are going to beat the Chiefs. This is over the next 3 weeks, who do I feel the most confident in the Eagles beating?
Wow.
Look, a road game is a road game. That's why Detroit becomes difficult. Not to say that look at Baltimore, who's a playoff team. Look at week 1, San Francisco, who just allowed what they thought was a dog shit team back in a game, and Detroit took it. Detroit is bad. They're not going to be good. I get that, but any place in the NFL to win, including Houston, is not easy because you're on the road. I mean, Barrett, that's probably the one thing that has been as constant from when you played to the guys before to where we are now, which is it's just never easy to win on the road. It's just difficult. So
no, you're right. You're right. I just don't see him winning any of the three.
Well, yes, and I agree with you. I think we all agree that it's going to be next. It's a non-zero, but it's definitely going to be close to that chance that they lose all three. But here's what I would say. Of the 3 teams, there is no strength of the defense on Kansas City. At least the Bucs will shut down the run, and Carolina will shut everybody down.
Right. Yeah, Carolina's given up an average of 10 points per game in the first 3 games. Now, they haven't faced a murderer's row of quarterbacks by any stretch. I mean, Jameis was the highlight of who they faced. They got Davis Mills, and they had Zach Wilson week 1 as a rookie. So they've gotten a break there. But they're going to be at home, and they're very tough and physical. They're a physical team, and that's what I fear against the Eagles. The Eagles are not very physical at the point of attack, as you saw last night. They got whipped. But Kansas City coming in here with an awful defense. You know, this is a week where Sirianni, let's show me something where you can design a game plan to take advantage of a bad defense and at least put up 27 or 30 points and give your team a freaking chance.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance. There lies the problem. They haven't been given a chance with the offensive play calling, man. You know, it's atrocious, man. I still can't get over 3 called run plays. There's no way he can talk past that, or I don't want to hear all the BS about him.
The game kind of got away from us. All that BS.
Yeah, you know, that's not what happened. You just refused to call run plays.
Yeah.
Look, there were times where we got behind because it was a penalty. You know, and it was 1st and 15. So what? Run the ball. Run the ball. Keep the ball out of Dallas's hands. The only way you can do that is if you run the ball, control the clock. You know, that was my key to the game.
I mean, there was a time in that first half where it looked like the Eagles defense was on the field for the entire quarter.
Right. 8-minute drive.
Yeah. They had 3 minutes of possession in the first quarter.
Right. I think they had 10 plays going into the half.
18. I think it was 18.
So maybe 10 at the end or like somewhere in the second.
Yeah.
Because they kept referencing about snap counts and percentages for the 2 running backs on Dallas. And there was like 3 times at least the amount of plays that Dallas ran. And that's another thing too. Like, we're not back in the day where you're going to get 50 snaps on offense. You're going to get 75, 80 snaps on an offense that's moving the football. So they just kept rotating Pollard, Zeke, It's like a tag team, man. Just as one guy gets tired hitting you over the head with a chair, he tags out and a guy comes in fresh, picks the chair up, and starts hitting you over the head with it.
Same with the tight ends. I mean, look what the tight ends did to them last night.
Who, Travis Kelce or
no, but that's where I'm leading to. I mean, they had 9 targets and had 8 receptions for almost 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Think about what Kelce can do to this squad. You know,
Kelce,
Edwards-Helaire just running. He's running so much he just gets so tired because he keeps bumping his head against the goalpost. He's just gonna keep running them and keep running them and keep running them.
Andy, imagine what you're saying there. Andy Reid is going to keep running a guy.
He learned.
Think about that.
He has to run. He learned that. And I Nick Sarah, you had me with the fool's gold, man. Talking about we got to run the ball. We got to stay consistent and run the ball. Running the ball is the key to what this team needs to do. And we have done none of that. None of it. Absolutely none of it. It was all fool's gold, man. You kind of had me there. You had me, a couple T-shirts, and I was trying to buy in.
Bought into the T-shirt. We told you, man. The fact that 2 people who didn't play had to tell somebody who did play not to buy into the T-shirts, man. You really are a glass. You're not even half full. You're a glass 2/3 full. It's like, no. The glass is, look at the glass, bro.
Right.
It's only halfway through. No.
Rocks glass, man.
No, he's like my rocks glass with the bourbon. It's just not enough room in it. Just keep pouring it.
Top me off there. Sir, you only had a sip.
But it's not that. I mean, also the pandering with pandering with these guys, man. Like keep show them about the rivalry. You don't need to show a film about the rivalry. You don't need to show that. These guys already know. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a division game, so they're going to be hyped for that. For you to keep showing, I mean, next thing you know, what are you going to do next? You're going to pull out your hat now. You're going to show a Rocky clip, have the guys sit down and watch Rocky before the game. Right. No, just get your ass on the field and coach these guys. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you could do it, man. Go back to basics. I saw the beginning of training camp. You were sitting there coaching these guys, getting these guys going in the right direction. You've stopped all that, I guess, because I see basic, fundamental football going on right now. And fundamentally, you're not sound in your play calling because you just don't know how, I guess.
So here's the thing. Liam is not an Eagles fan, clearly, and that's fine. We welcome everybody in here to the show. That's the beauty of what we do. We talk football a lot. We talk about some other random shit as well as it pops up. But there is going to be this narrative built up. I can already see it and maybe he pulled it from First Wake or Worst Opinion on Fox, whatever the hell these shows are called. But there is going to be a conversation pushed by people who don't know what happened that, it's either Doug or Sirianni. Right. Doug Peterson could not exist here because of the owner. Because of the owner and general manager. So this is not an equal. Would you rather have Doug back? Would you rather? Doug Peterson would not have worked here because the owner ensured that he was out. Picking Sirianni and keeping Doug Peterson, in my opinion, fellas, are 2 mutually exclusive things. They ran Peterson out, and then they made a choice to bring in.
Yeah, we didn't run Peterson out.
All right, sorry. The phrasing of your question appeared like it wasn't. Sorry, Liam. I stand corrected. I'm wrong. I can admit that. But doesn't that make sense? Like, I can feel this thing brewing here. Oh, dumb Eagles fans. He ran out Doug. We didn't run anybody out. The owner ran the guy out. The owner was the one who demanded weekly meetings. Can you tell me what you're doing? Have you? Right. I know you guys don't watch The Office, but it's something ripped right out of The Office where Jan is asking the secretary, Pam, to write down everything that Michael does during the day. And like Cosby impersonation, stand in line for pretzels, like shit like this. And that's what I'm saying. Like Doug Peterson had to provide one of these. Well, what did
daily accounting of his day?
Exactly. What'd you do today? You do anything? You do anything today? Huh? Did you learn anything in school today, Doug?
How did we become a better football team today?
Right.
Yeah,
I called my wife.
Right.
Played catch. I had a catch with my son. I drank a coffee. I love Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Dude, come on.
Doug, we're going to need to know what coffee that was. You can't just say coffee. Was it a Wawa coffee? Was it
right.
Was
it the official coffee of the Philadelphia Eagles?
That's right. That's right. No, are you kidding me? Peterson, Jim Schwartz, these guys couldn't wait to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Look,
he opted for retirement.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just pay me to stay home, will you? That's fine. Oh, yeah, there you go. 91 LSX. Steve Mariucci is going to chime in again and say, quote, you may get a new coach, but not a better coach.
Oh, I'd say this 91 LSXers remembers things like to a T. I think he was listening every minute of the day back in the 97.5 day, the vintage 97.5 days. He knows every quote.
From experience, that is not a weed smoker right there.
Right.
Long-term memory for this individual is super, super sharp. Stephen Thomas just pops in. This is a good reminder here to hit that notification bell on top of the thumbs up and the subscription so that you're not late for the show and you're not coming in asking what went on. We did, and to be fair, we did talk about Devontae Smith this show, but not much.
Well, he hasn't shown much. He's not worthy of talking right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's a young rookie with a high praise and expectation surrounding him, but there really wasn't much to talk about with him this game.
No.
Except that he fell down on a route, which shit happens.
There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of chemistry between he and the quarterback.
Oh, wait a second.
That we were told was built in, right?
That's right, because they went to college for a year.
So did Diggs. So Diggs knew what the hell he was doing before.
Yeah, Diggs knows Hurts better than Devontae does.
But you know what, though, Barrett? You're right. You are 100% right. And look, I'm asking this, but actually, you know what? I'll leave that on. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right that you had a guy who played on the same team on the other side of the ball that would have known and seen how special Devontae is, but also tendencies. Hey, man, I know he's going to break left. Guys people on Georgia are too stupid to pick this thing up, but I see it.
Right.
Look, every time he takes his toe to the left as on the starting, right when he's there, bam.
Yep. Saban coached that group of players, specifically defensive backs at Alabama. Sarkisian was coaching, or Kiffin, you name it, whoever the offensive coordinator was working with the other guys. Right. Which guys are you taking?
Right, exactly.
Same thing with Belichick, right?
Yeah. He was on with the Mannings last night. Saban.
Belichick?
No, Saban.
Oh, jeez, Saban.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Unbelievable. The lengths you go to defend this broadcast.
Oh, it's great. I had people tweeting me last night. You're right, Harry. I'm watching this. I can't turn it off. Telling you.
Unbelievable.
I love Riddick too.
Yeah, I know. I'm not anti. I'm not anti at all. I just can't deal with the guests.
Oh no.
I'm out on these guests.
Who are we getting on?
Seriously. Can you get Barrett Brooks on this show?
Yeah, probably could.
Seriously.
Except he's doing his other thing. NBC won't let him do anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
I used to work for NBC too, the big one. They won't let you do anything.
Right.
They didn't even let me do anything, and I was dog shit. So I can't imagine how strict it is for Barrett.
Bro, you have no idea, man.
Yeah.
No idea, man.
Right?
Wow.
Well, hey, at the end of the day, man, Fletch was right. I mean, this league is so up in the air, and they have another opportunity to play us a lot of football left. But when your fundamentals suck, it's hard for us to be believers in something that, you can't believe in yourself. You can't believe that this offense is going to be any better than it is when it starts with the guys up top. And that's Nick Sirianni. If he can't call a game in which he can call more than 5 run plays,
Right.
I got to be out on that, man.
Mm.
I can't condone that.
Yeah.
I mean, what do I look like, trying to, say, all right, well, Nick Sirianni, just give him a shot. Give him a shot for what? He can't even call over 5 run plays. That's ridiculous. And I saw on the stream somebody, well, they were running RPOs. They just didn't handle. No. It was not RPO type of situation. They were straight dropbacks. Like, all right, they may have ran 8 RPOs the entire game. This was strictly, all right, we're just going to set back and try to throw the ball. You can't do that, man. They're running, trying to get the ball to the outside for the quick screen. I mean, they were right there. Every move that they make, it seemed like, the defensive coordinator was in his mind. Just like this.
Go ahead, Harry.
And this much maligned Dallas defense has 6 interceptions through 3 games.
They got better this year. They definitely did. And I know they're hurt too, which is crazy about it. But I think a lot of it is a coordinator that people actually like going to work with.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to deal with that guy.
Nolan.
No.
Mike Nolan.
I mean, Newey came on a bunch of times during the year with us and said that as easy and as fun as it is to make fun of Mike McCarthy, nobody liked Mike Nolan because it was a clear, this guy's my guy and that's why he's here.
Yeah.
Not he's qualified to run a defense. Yeah. Dan Quinn has always been good running a defense. It's just when he's taken over the football team that's a little suspect.
Yeah, and McCarthy though reared his dopey head again last night with time management. Peyton Manning called him out on it too.
Yeah. Well, how about Sirianni punting?
Yeah, that was a stupid move.
And that's again, this is stuff where it's like no feel. I got to give Lofty a shout because this was happening on our Discord as he put it out there. Sirianni punted on the Cowboys 45 with 20 seconds left in the half.
In the first half,
McCarthy took no timeouts.
Right. And Manning's yelling at him, call timeout. And he's just letting the clock go,
makes no sense whatsoever. No. And then he punts the ball without taking a shot. And, on top of that, you really have right now a guy in Sirianni, and this is where I keep going back to. They honestly don't have a feel right now. The offense does not. And I know the guys out there, you make a couple of plays. It's never one thing. Everybody's at fault. Everybody's at blame. But man, how do you go from week 1 where you look like everybody was on the same page. Everybody looked like one player out there. It looked like one guy, all 11 on both sides of the ball, to now looking like that old tabletop football machine where guys are just running into each other. It looked worse than the Steelers' offensive line. Holy shit.
Well, it's amazing. Like they didn't want to show anything during the preseason, so maybe they did catch a team by surprise. And now that they've seen some things and they're limited in some personnel groups, they've got nothing.
But they're not, Harry. They're not. At this point, you can't help a young quarterback out if you don't run the ball.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, you just can't do it. And then we only had would you say 18
plays in the first half.
In the first half, the reason why you had 18 plays in the first half because you did try to run the ball on first down.
Right. You're not getting first downs. Yeah.
Right. You got to stop throwing the damn ball so much, especially when you know your quarterback is off. It was evident that he was off early in the game. He was off. His passing was off. Every ball that he threw was not on time, and it wasn't where it was supposed to be. So if you see this deficiency, you got to go to another facet of the game, and that's more than likely. Let's go to running the ball. Even if you're going to run quarterback style run plays, I see they ran one. Where they pulled the backside guard and to kick out the linebacker.
Parsons, and they missed him, right?
Yeah, well,
or he blew through the block.
Dickerson got his ass kicked on the play, and he went and made the play and hit him for a tackle for loss. Okay, that happens, but that's the only run play you can come up with is to get your quarterback hit. Run the ball, man. Run the ball with your running backs. Run the ball with your running. You have talented running backs. Give them an opportunity. They didn't even give them an opportunity. Yeah. Let those big guys up front go up there, double team, get to the backers. Give them an opportunity to at least compete. At least give them a chance to make a first down. You can't do it if your quarterback was off, and he was totally off the entire game.
Not at all. You're right. It's egregious. I mean, it's malpractice to anybody out there to only run the ball 3 times, 2 times with Miles Sanders. I mean, it's
how is that possible, man?
I don't know.
We try to compare him to a high school, man.
Football. That's like D1AA, right? FCS. And it was like some weird random coach who's trying to be different. Sound familiar?
The Presbyterian guy you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Like you're not coming in reinventing the game here, man.
Right.
Everybody wants to be Bill Walsh.
Yeah.
You're not. You're not. And look, as far as the RPOs are concerned, remember what could be a microcosm last night of the entire game happened on an RPO where Jalen Hurts didn't get the ball out fast enough. It was a broken play that the quarterback needs to control. If you tuck it on the RPO, you got to get the ball out fast because guys like Barrett Brooks are 5 yards down the field looking to block somebody, and they're looking back like, hey, man, that was on me. Like they just said my number out there in the stadium.
Yeah.
You messed that up.
Right.
And that's practice. That's just that's being on the same page. Like it should never be that where Landon Dickerson is 6 yards down the field because you're like,
you got to grip it and rip it.
Right.
Grip it and rip it.
Just get rid of it.
We went over in practice. You grip it and rip it. If it's not there, run. Period. Yeah. If it's not there, run.
Who was that coach that tried to change the style in the NBA? Paul Westhead, I think.
Westhead?
He went to Loyola Marymount, and then he got the Denver Nuggets job and tried to do this up-tempo, NBA thing. It's just, and then they drafted Mark Macon. Of all the guys you'd want in an up-tempo offense, they draft him.
Right, like
Jesus. Yeah, right.
Not
Jaleel.
Yeah,
Jaleel. Right. It's like, we want to be fast here. 7 seconds are left. Let's run that Suns offense. First pick, Jaleel Okafor.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now, you let me know when you want to see this clip because we still have people on there. I saw Bloomfield and others.
Oh, yeah. We want to see this.
Yeah?
Yeah. How long is it?
I'll only play you the first part for me. I'm only on the segment itself is only 7 minutes.
7 minutes, and you're making this pig level money.
What,
it's unbelievable.
Money?
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm not here for the money, man. I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not here for the check.
Right. You're here because you just love lights.
This is who I am, man. I'm passionate about
life.
I can't help you, Harry. All right. I don't know about you. I don't know what you play for, but I play for the love. Okay. I play for the love.
Yeah.
Now, this is Vanessa. She does a fantastic job. This was also this was 1:40 in the morning, too.
Wow.
So just bear in mind that trying to do my best because, look, this is online. So it's seen all over, and it's also all over the world. It's QVC, so on the app as well. So there are people that it's earlier in the night or even day, depending on when they see it.
I put this on full screen mode.
Full screen?
Yeah, I put this on full screen mode so I can really see it, bro.
There you go.
There we go. Here we go.
Now I'm gonna warn you here. She does not. She's a fantastic woman, and she's a sharp host on this channel. But she does not know how to pronounce my name. Just to give you the heads up. So you can have fun with this too.
You're getting both of them for $21.46. I want to welcome in Eytan Chandler. He is a brand ambassador for Home 365. And Eytan, it is such a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, Vanessa. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm thrilled to be here with Home 365. We take the most innovative technology and we make your life easier. Inside, outside the houses, we've done with a pair of motion sensor lights.
Yeah, and they are so bright. I mean, look at that. When I'm like shining it on my face, you can see how bright these are. And it's so cool that you're able to choose whether you want it to be a motion sensor or if you just want to leave it on. If there's somewhere that's just dark and maybe you need to read or maybe you need to work and you have that steady on option as well.
The dual function of the motion sensor light is key here because we've taken a light, a flashlight, a lantern, 300 lumens. You mentioned how bright it is. That's 300 candles. So if the power goes out and you need light immediately and you need a motion sensor to pick it up because you don't know where the switch is or you're far
Look at this thing. Wow, that's amazing. What a product. Eytan Chandler. How about that? Now, where did he get all the shiplap behind him?
Right.
What is that wall design? Is that a fake background?
Where is that?
No, I don't even know where he is now. Now he just knocked himself off the show.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. That's some high quality lights there. I'll tell you what,
man. Eytan Shander.
The only thing I'm looking at is the Pac-Man in back of her. He's got a little Pac-Man machine. Like, where did she get that at?
Oh, yeah? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I saw the Pac-Man light, bro. That's what I was looking at. The Pac-Man light. I ain't even looking at the helmet he has up top, man. I'm just looking at the Pac-Man in the back. Like, where'd you get that at?
Man, I'll tell you.
I don't know what happened. I got that.
What happened? Where did you get the shiplap background?
Oh, that is from Lowe's, I want to say, or Home Depot, one of the two.
But it's on your green screen, right?
No.
Oh, no, it's real.
So me and my brother-in-law took the shiplap wallpaper, and we took a corner of the room, and it's basically wrapping through a corner so that I can have two shelves facing out, and I have the Eagles helmet because I'm repping the birds there.
Right.
And then I have that little fake shiplap, but that's like a kind of more intimate studio. The next stuff I'm going to shoot, one's going to be in the bathroom where I'm going to be trimming my hair and nose hair, and the other is in the kitchen where I'm going to be showing these lights in more of a darker setting behind me. But that's kind of just like my quick little in a jam QVC studio.
That's sweet because Barrett noticed some Pac-Man thing
in the back of her.
Well, her. Okay.
Yeah. So that's her, whatever that is, right? Like that's some game that I'm sure they're selling, or maybe that's just ambiance.
Yeah.
Behind her, right?
That's good work out of you.
I don't know what that is. Hold on a second. Now I'm curious.
If you're on, you're off, your auto mode. So
it's like an old video game. It's like
we all see it now.
The white or the
right?
Right.
Popular tonight, but you also have your
do they
choice
sell
of the
that?
taupe.
I don't know.
Or
it's got to be a studio because it's a Christmas tree on the corner.
I'll give you one more here.
Yeah, is that at Stazak's house?
No.
With the Christmas decorations?
I'm telling you, man, they have it not. It's always Christmas everywhere. They have Christmas in July. They have Christmas all over.
Okay.
I'm going to show you this one. This was a little funny here. There was a little mishap in the studio.
We have one up here, and I'm going to walk on by, so it's not activated. And
bump,
hold on.
Bump.
Hold on.
Save it.
Oh, wait. Maybe we don't have it on the auto mode. Let me make sure it's on auto. Okay.
Because if it's on, it's just going to stick there for you.
I think it might have been on. Okay, I'm going to try again, Eytan. But really,
Eytan,
walk by, it'll turn on. And that's such a great thing because sometimes it's
not just for indoors where maybe you're in the cabin and you want to go out in the evening, or you just want to go out to the porch and it's still dark enough where you need the light inside. You can also have these outside. You can stack them up if it's on the porch, if it's under an awning. And you mentioned being outdoor capable. That's what we have with this silicone button. It's waterproof. Everything here is waterproof. You can leave it outside in the rain, in the cabin, if you're not sure of the weather.
In the cabin.
She referenced the cabin.
For a grill
That's
constantly.
why. She was saying about her and her husband.
Anyone out there who likes to cook.
Not the cabin down below.
No, not cabin.
No. Have this light. Look, also from a safety standpoint.
There you go.
DeAndre Eytan Shander.
That's right.
Yeah.
That name will never be pronounced right on that channel. I can tell you that. 0 for 2.
Wow. Now you don't feel like you can correct her at this point.
No, I don't care.
No.
Honestly, I mean, I just want, as long as the vendor is happy, which they are, then bam, we're in good shape, and that was the second time back.
That's good.
I got back on for the second time with the lights. So
yeah.
There you have it.
Now 91 LSXer says Bruno needs those lights for his RV. That's a good point. They could use those outside at the RV underneath the awning.
Oh yeah.
Put it underneath the things to see if where Ben Simmons is.
Did you see that? Did you see what Ben Simmons supposedly said that he no longer wants to play with Embiid because his big man style is not good for him?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's every day that there's something new that's come out.
So Ben Simmons says he no longer wants to play alongside Joel Embiid due to the big man style of play. Per reports.
Right. Okay, so it's Embiid's fault.
It's Embiid's fault that he's not able to shoot free throws or shoot period from the outside. It's Embiid's fault.
Yep, makes sense.
I guess they occupy the same space in the game, so they can't play well together.
Well, I'm done, and so are you, and so is Harry, occupied in this space until tomorrow. So we're back on a Wednesday. We'll see you. Have a great night.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go to get your spin on. Go to get your spa on. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub. And in your drink. Go for the steaks. And the steak. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that. Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.